All right, all right, all right. Listen, it's that time. It's that time. Listen, welcome everybody to my show, Money Talk Mondays. I am your host, Jawaan Sween, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's episode. Listen, I encourage everybody to please like, please tag, please share, and please comment, please engage. I want everybody to engage. Listen, I'm excited. I've been promoting this show for so many weeks and so many months, and I'm telling you, the time is finally here. Listen, I want everybody to, tune in to all of my episodes. We got some great episodes planned for you all every Monday at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna give myself a 15-minute grace period. I know I was a little late today, but listen, we moving and we trying to get everything right so that you all can listen in and tap into a wonderful episode where you can capture so many gems and nuggets in order for you to excel financially in every area of your life. Again, Money Talk Mondays is a show where we're going to be talking about many different topics such as real estate, entrepreneurship, finance, business, credit, you name it. We're going to be talking about it. But once again, I want to say thank you from wherever you may be watching from. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for joining me. Listen, let's get into today's episode. I originally had a guest, but things happened, with my guest, so she had to reschedule. So without further ado, I'm going to present for the first episode my lesson for you all, and it's going to be titled Intro to Financial Literacy, Introduction to Financial Literacy. All right, if you're taking notes, whether you're driving, whether you in the kitchen cooking, whether you at the gym, you listening, I want you to take notes physically or mentally because I'm telling you this is information that a lot of people miss out on. So I don't want you to miss out. I want you to tap in and I want you to obtain all of the knowledge that you need to learn in order for you to grow your finances. All right, so let's get into today's episode. So the first thing we got to identify and the first word we got to define is financial literacy. I would dare somebody to type that in the comment section below. Financial literacy. What is financial literacy? You may be asking me. Well, financial literacy, again, for those that are taking notes, is the ability to understand, comprehend, and apply how money works. I'm going to say that again. Financial literacy is the ability to understand, somebody put understand in the comment section, comprehend, and apply how money works. So financial literacy is basically telling us that not only do we have to understand how money works, not only do we have to comprehend how money works, but we also have to apply what we've learned about money in order to ensure that our money multiplies, that our money increases, that our money grows. Does anybody want their money to grow? I dare to put that in the comment section below. I want my money to grow. And in order for your money to grow, in order for your money to expand, in order for your finances to increase, in order for your financial status to improve, we got to learn how to first understand, comprehend, and apply how money works. All right? Is everybody getting that? Listen, I'm going to go slow for the first go around. Then we got the second thing we got to identify is why financial literacy is so important. Financial literacy is so important because it empowers us on how to invest and create generational wealth. I'm going to read it again. Financial literacy is so vitally important. Financial literacy is extremely essential because it empowers us on how to invest and create generational wealth. See, I don't know about you, but I want to create generational wealth, not just for Jawaan, but for Jawaan's family. Not just for Jawaan, but for the people in my orbit, the people in my circumference, the people that I want to take care of, the people that I want to make an impact on. So I'm not just intentionally building generational wealth for me alone, but for those that I'm connected to and for those that are connected to me. And you got to be so in tune and you got to be so immersed in learning about finance learning about the things of finance, the different topics, the different industries, such as real estate, business, credit, entrepreneurship. You got to be extremely tapped into learning all of these things that we need to learn in order for us to become wealthy, because your family is dependent on you to learn these things in order for you to put them in a better financial position so that they can live life on their own terms and become financially wealthy as well, become successful as well, improve in every area of their lives as well. Be financially independent. See, I don't know about you, but I don't want to work a job for the rest of my life. I don't want to be caught up in a rat race for the rest of my life. So how do I prevent that? I have to study all the material that I need to study right now in my youth, right now, in my present, so that I can ensure that I have a successful future. And you got to be willing to do the same things. I heard a quote by a famous philosopher. They said, you got to be willing to do what other people aren't willing to do so that you can have the lifestyle and live the lifestyle that other people dream of living. You got to be willing to do everything that other people aren't willing to do so that you can live the life that other people dream of living. I want to live a lavish lifestyle. I know you want to live a lavish lifestyle. I know everybody wants to live a lavish lifestyle, at least those that I've met thus far. But how do we get to that level? By learning all of the financial material that we need to learn now in order for us to put ourselves in a better financial predicament, in order for us to propel ourselves further than where we are currently in our financial situation. All right. So that's why financial literacy is so important. It empowers us on how to invest and create generational wealth. I'm moving on. It also prevents us from making poor financial decisions. I want y'all to catch what I just said. It also prevents us from making poor financial decisions. On your road and on the trajectory to building generational wealth, by understanding the basic fundamentals of financial literacy, it will prevent you from making poor financial decisions. For example, or for instance, buying luxury items that you do not need right now in your current situation. You don't gotta buy the Jordans every single week. Every Jordan that come out, you don't gotta buy it. We gotta stop having this consumer mentality, and we got to learn how to adopt a producer mindset, a producer mentality. We got to be fruitful in our vocation. We got to be fruitful in our businesses. We got to be fruitful when it comes to our finances. We have to create ideas, strategies, and concepts and methods, and we got to work on different projects that will help us create generational wealth. That's what we should be investing our money in. That's what we should be investing our time in. That's what we should be investing our energy and our efforts in. Not being consumers, but being producers, creating and making and manufacturing things that are going to put us in a better financial predicament so that we can ensure generational wealth, and we can pass generational wealth down to our children, down to our heirs, and down to our children's children. Because in the book of Proverbs, not to get all spiritual and biblical, but I live by the book, it says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So we got to learn how to adopt that same philosophy and that same mentality. If we want to be good men, we got to learn how to leave an inheritance for our children's children. We got to become so wealthy that even our grandchildren, our children's children will be blessed. Our children's children will be financially successful. Our children's children will be able to have access to different resources and different partnerships and different relationships. That is the goal, the end in mind, the end goal. It's not just about you and I. It's about our families. It's about our children. It's about the people that we love. It's about our spouses. It's about our circle, our team, those that have been with us since day one, those that we want to take care of, our community, our society, our nations. Giving back to charity, giving back to churches, donating to different organizations. That's what it's all about. But you cannot do all of those things that you desire to do if you are not being intentional. Somebody write intentional in the comment section below. If you are not being intentional about putting yourself on the right trajectory to become wealthy. But that's why it's important to learn and to understand what financial literacy means and how it works, because it will prevent you from making poor financial decisions. All right, I'm moving on. Now, there are 4 components of financial literacy. 4 components. Somebody say 4 components. The first component, if you're taking notes, of financial literacy is saving money. Saving money, all right? That's the first component of financial literacy, saving money. See, a lot of us, we got to learn how to start saving our money. We can make money. Listen, we've been taught how to make money all of our lives, especially in the African American community. And listen, I'm not racist or biased, but we've been taught how to make money, how to get the bag, right? But a lot of us weren't taught how to keep money. We know how to make money. We know how to have money flowing in or make money come in. We know how to hustle for the money. We know how to go get the money. We know how to go get the bag. We know how to bring in the income, but we don't know how to keep the income. We don't know how to save, because we believe that everything that we make, everything that we bring in automatically got to come out. But that's not the case. We got to learn how to save money. That's the first foundational component of financial literacy. It's more than just understanding and being comprehensive about financial literacy, but it's about saving your money. Put money aside. My grandmother always told me growing up, save money, put money aside for a rainy day, because the rain will come. And you don't want to be unprepared when the rain comes. You don't want to be unprepared when the rain shows up. So how do you prepare yourself for when the rain shows up? You put money aside for emergencies. You put money aside. You got to set specific goals. You got to set goals that are very detailed, long-term and short-term. And based upon the goals that you set, you should be saving money in order to achieve that goal. So, for instance, if you want to buy an investment property, it will be very beneficial and it will make a lot of sense to save your money as opposed to taking money and just spending it on things that you do not need. There's a difference between necessities and wants. We got to stop giving in and feeding into what we want all the time, and we got to learn how to make sacrifices, and we got to purchase the things that we need, invest in the things that we need, buy the things that we need in order for us to have a successful future financially. So you got to learn how to save money. And for all of my young people that's tapping in, all of my young people that's watching on this broadcast, I want y'all to catch that. Save your money. Save, 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 save. You don't need to look fly. You don't need to drive the hottest car right now. You don't need to wear all of the luxurious items and the materialistic possessions right now. Because I'm telling you, for those that are listening and watching, the people that appear and portray to look rich are actually broke. And the people that look like they don't got no money are actually the ones that have money. So I have a question. Do you want to look rich, or do you actually want to be rich? Do you want to look wealthy, or do you actually want to be wealthy? Because there's a lot of fake people that are putting on a facade for the gram. There's a lot of fake people that are putting on a facade in life, in society. They are public successes and private failures. They are public successes and private failures. In public, they're portraying this image that they got it all figured out, that they got all the money, they got all the clout, they got all the fame, they got all the power, all the popularity, right? But behind closed doors, they know that they financially hurting. They're not able to sleep at night knowing that their car note is due, that they don't have enough money to pay their rent. They don't have enough money to cover their mortgage. I don't want you to be put in that position, because that is a hard place to be in. That is a hard life to live. But in order to avoid that lifestyle, we got to learn how to save our money, and we got to learn how to reallocate our funds towards something more effective and something more beneficial. So that's the first thing, is save money. Number 2, budget money. Somebody put budget money in the comment section below. I cannot stress this enough. Not only do you have to save money, but you got to budget your money, budget your finances. You got to put yourself on a budget. You have to put yourself on a budget. That's important. The easiest way to become financially unorganized is by not putting yourself on a budget. But if you want to become financially organized, then you already are right now in your current financial situation, then you got to put yourself on a budget. Somebody put budget in the comment section below. Come on, y'all got to talk